First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to explain to you what the parts of your door are. Of course, these are your panels. These hinges in the middle are called intermediate hinges. On the left side here, this is called your top panel bracket. Number 3 hinge, number 2 hinge, number 1 hinge, bottom panel bracket. The bottom panel bracket is what holds the cable. That is what pulls your door up. This track here is called the vertical track. This track here is called your horizontal track. These tracks come in 2 sizes. You have a 12-inch radius or you have a 15-inch radius, depending on the headroom in your garage. These here are your cable drums. If you'll look and see, they have cut lands in them. That's where your cable rides and wraps as your door is going up and down. These are called your torsion springs. This is your opener arm, and then your opener trolley. And then it's the same on the other side.
I got a question about those springs.
Okay.
I heard those things are really dangerous. You have to be licensed or something?
Well, it's not so much being licensed. Being in this trade as many years as I've had, homeowners try and do it themselves to save themselves money or have a handyman. I don't recommend that. When these springs are wound to tension, there's 3,500 pounds of pressure on them springs. You don't want to use screwdrivers or something short. You want to call somebody who's in the trade, who's got the proper winding rods to come out and add tension or back tension off, etc., etc. So what I want to do is, first thing as far as your noise, I'm going to alleviate that for you. There will always be some noise in your door, especially if it's a wind-loaded door. It's the nature of the beast.
A what loaded door?
Wind-loaded door. All doors put in today are hurricane rated, so they have steel struts or C-channel that go around. What you want to do is that you want to get you a can of WD-40. Do not use white silicone or do not use grease. The reason for that is that if your door is open and you're out mowing your grass, you're playing with your kids or whatever the situation, and if there's any wind blowing, it's going to blow sand. And when that sand's blowing into your tracks, grease and white lithium silicone holds that sand. So every time your door goes up and down, it's like sandpaper. So you're cutting the expectancy of your door in half. What I'm using is a commercial grade lube in order to go ahead and do your door today, but all you need to do is just go buy you a can of WD-40. So what you want to do is, you want to start here, you want to spray inside the ball bearing. Remember, this is steel on steel. Okay, you want to take and lube your vertical track, just get it in there. Okay, you also want to lube your horizontal track. The main part you want to focus on is the rib of the track. That's the roll. That's where your rollers ride and the door's going up and down. Make sure you get a good amount in there. It's going to last you 3 months. Okay, you come up to your cable drums. You spray those. When your cable's riding in the drums, just wrapping or unwrapping, that helps it. Same on your intermediate hinges. You want to get it in there good. This is also good for rust preventative too. Your torsion springs, be liberal when you're spraying your springs. You see how yours are rusted right now? See how they're brown, they've got the rust color, they're starting to rust?
Yes.
You want to lube, make sure every 3 months you want to spray them so you alleviate your coils from rusting. That way you alleviate any premature breakage on your springs. You just want to get it in there and don't be afraid to, when you finish, make sure your door is down, that way you allow it to drip and it won't get on any of your vehicles or anything. You don't have to do the whole circumference of the spring, just get as much as you can because your door goes up and down, the lube will take and rotate within the coils.